Hi Cancer, this is Michael with your general reading for March 2019. This is a reading for Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and also cross watchers. It should go without saying that this is a general reading, so not all of the messages that are coming through are going to apply to everyone. Some of the messages may come in the reverse. Messages that seem to be for one party are actually for you, or vice versa. Yeah, so let's just dive right in here. I was shuffling, clearing the deck before I did your reading, and you actually had several cards fall out. You had the Justice card, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords in reverse, and the Five of Cups in reverse. So it seems like you may have laid down the law with someone who is either an earth or an air sign, someone who has hurt you pretty significantly. It seems like you did move on, or you finally found some sort of resolution, or at least you're getting closer to that. It seems healthy. It seems really good. Something could have also happened with someone who hurt you in the past, some sort of karmic retribution. Justice was served. It seems like whoever it was that had wronged you, it seems like it's kind of coming back around to either bite them in the ass or you're just moving on. Either way, it seems like you are in a really good a good space yourself. However this is manifesting in your life, it seems like you are really confident and you're very clear right now, which is interesting because we are moving into this Mercury retrograde. We are already in this pre-shadow. So communication may get a bit wonky for the month of March, but that was just what was coming up for you in this pre-shuffle. So I am curious to see what you're going to be getting for March. I'll just start shuffling for that now. And cards are flying for you. One more, just one more. Here. Okay. Great. So we have awesome. We have Page of Swords in reverse, the Devil, and the Sun. So with this Page of Swords, I definitely feel like someone may have had some sort of confrontation with someone. This was probably someone in your close environment, someone you either work with or potentially lived with. It could be a romantic partner, someone who is very much a part of your daily life. This card did show up in the physical sphere. It could also just be you, you may have been a bit aggressive yourself with communication. You may have cut someone off in a pretty sudden way. You might not have even expected to do that. With this Devil kind of in the emotional placement, it seems like you are still working on freeing yourself. You may have made some headway recently, but it still seems like there is some sort of broken-heartedness about a situation, some sort of, maybe, actually what I'm getting from this now, I just got the hit. It seems like even though you cut yourself off from the person, you are still dealing with this dynamic. You're still dealing with the dynamic inside of yourself. There are some wounds that need to be healed, some patterns that need to be resolved, and it's not so much, it's not so much this person who is holding you back anymore. It's you kind of realizing the ways that you've held yourself back. And that's kind of been playing a theme coming into this month, more so in February, and just dealing with those inner demons. Some of you may also be struggling with some sort of addiction as well. That could be love addiction, drug addiction, sex addiction, anything. But you do also have the Sun in the communication and mental part of the past. It seems like things have become much clearer. Maybe it was really clear what wasn't working for you with this Devil card. You've just had a lot of illumination in the past month. It seems like you were actually mentally pretty clear, even though emotionally you weren't totally out of some sort of toxic behavior. It seems like you're wrestling between these two states, but you're still staying clear with it, which is really good. Some of you may also be communicating with a Leo as well. There may be secrets coming out about a previous relationship or a relationship that you're still involved in. That could also be an indication with the Sun and the Devil too. And especially with this Page of Swords in reverse, someone may have actually been deceiving you and you may have found out about it. And that may very well be someone that you left behind, or it's just a situation that you're now bringing into March. I am curious to see what animal card you get as well. What is the animal for the past? Interesting. You got zebra. Zebra tells me, I think some of you have been really embracing your artistic flair. Lately, you've been getting a lot more creative. That Sun card is also a really good indication of creativity. Some of you may also be traveling abroad or considering travel plans. Some of you may be moving. This is a worldly card. It's very exotic. It could also indicate someone who's come into your life who is from a faraway place, or just who has this exotic energy to them. Someone who's very different. I almost get kind of Sagittarian energy with this card. It's actually been coming up a lot in these general readings for the other signs too, so I'm very curious to see how that's playing out in the collective at large. Very interesting. Looking into, we're now going to look into the beginning of March. The cards are not coming today. Let's see. Oh, here's one. Interesting. Just one more. Okay. Interesting. So you have the Lovers upright, the Six of Cups in reverse, and the Hierophant in reverse. So right away, something that potentially jumps out at me, there may have been an ex that, or there is an ex that is about to come back into your life and try and make an offer to you or try and reconcile things with you. With this Lover's card, this is in your physical position, so this could be someone coming in. It could also be a Gemini too. There is the Six of Cups in reverse. This has to do with someone who is from your past, potentially even your childhood, coming to make you an offer, and it seems like you're very closed off to them. And with this Hierophant in reverse, that's kind of what was making me wonder if this was actually someone you were divorced from. This is also someone who might be, you might be a bit stuck in your thinking, a bit rigid. It seems like whatever this person did, or whatever this new lover person, whether this lover is new or an old person, I'm sorry, I'm stumbling over words. I think this retrograde is really hitting me hard right now. It just seems like you're very close off to whoever this is. It could be someone from the past. I actually want to kind of clarify this Lover's card just to see who we're dealing with here. Who is this lover? Interesting. So I had a few cards just fall out. Yeah, so this seems like someone who walked away from you, or you walked away from with this Eight of Cups. We do also have a Tower, so again, it seems like there was a pretty cataclysmic falling apart. And this is actually your card, the Chariot in reverse. It could potentially be another Cancer that you're dealing with, or it could just be someone you had too much conflict with and you just needed to move away from. You kind of lost your momentum with this person and it got really rocky, especially with this Tower. So it seems like you have some pretty intense history with this person who's going to be coming in. And it seems like you are guarded from them, and you know what? Rightfully so. It seems like whatever they had done, it caused a lot of catastrophe in your life, or it had a lot of ripples. Um, very, very interesting. Interesting. I was just kind of wondering. I felt like it was the ex. Personally, I always feel like with these retrogrades, it's very, very common that people from our past will come up, especially people we haven't even thought of for a while. So this may not have happened recently at all. This may be someone from the distant past. It seems like it was definitely a big ending of a cycle, and I almost get the feeling you've moved on, or you've come into this new power. Although some of you are definitely still feeling the temptation to go back with this person with this devil card. Um, some of you, I don't know. It seems like I'm getting the feeling that you're guarded with this person, and that may be. I would definitely advise that, especially with this retrograde. Things may not be what they seem in communication. Someone may be offering an apology to you, and you're a little skeptical. I think you should expect more than just words. If this person is really genuine, they're going to show you and be willing to show you over time that they're sorry. Interesting. Yeah, again, this is a message card. There is a message coming through for you at the beginning of the month, and that is what this hot card signifies a lot of the time. It could also be messages from the other side. This could be kind of a mediumship card as well. There may be some sort of intuition or news that is going to be coming to you that is going to make this all a lot clearer. It seems like you're already pretty clear, though. You do have the Sun card in the past, so it seems like the clarity is already there. It may just be confirmation again. I almost get the sense you were expecting this person to come back in your life at some point, and it seems like they're finally doing it. And I almost get the sense that for some of you, you may already be partnered up with somebody else. I'm kind of getting that from this Hierophant in reverse. There's already someone you're involved with. And I don't know. Obviously, that's not going to apply to everyone, but it seems like there's just something that you're very closed off to this person. I'm very curious to see how all of this is going to develop kind of towards the end of the month and potentially out into April and beyond. Jeez. My apology, Cancer. I am a Virgo. I'm very affected when Mercury goes retrograde. Here we go. Okay. So you have the Hanged Man, Three of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. I'm sorry, this Hanged Man is actually in reverse. It does seem like you're cutting yourself free from this person. And the reason that they are coming up now is kind of a test from the universe. This person is coming to see if you've really moved on, if you've really overcome this devil, which it seems like some of you have and some of you are still wrestling with. It was upright, but it was also in the past. So it could be something that you finally left behind in February, and now the motherfucker is coming back. And it seems... I feel like you're definitely feeling like you're cutting yourself free. Whatever it was that you were stuck with before, however you decide to deal with this person, you're not imprisoned by them anymore. And I think that's what's the most important. It doesn't... I think more so than how you're going to deal with this person, it's how are you going to deal with yourself? How are you going to conduct yourself with significant others or with the people in your life? This could also just be someone who you were very close to in the past. It could also be a Gemini, Scorpio, or Aries who's coming back who had wronged you, or potentially another Cancer too. I am getting a predominant love feeling from this read, however. We do also have Three of Pentacles kind of in the heart. It seems like you're going to other places for support now, is what I am getting from this card. You're kind of enlisting help from the people who actually care about you and the people who actually have good intentions with you. And there is this Page of Pentacles as well. Someone may be offering some sort of stability or commitment to you by the end of the month, or potentially out into April. Sometimes with the Mercury retrograde, things get delayed, so the time frame may be a bit more elusive right now, but this does feel like by the end of the month, potentially into April, you will be getting this offer from stability, and it could be from someone new, or you may be offering stability from someone else. This could also be business, or some sort of something earthy, so some sort of business or housing offer, or something that will affect your daily life. And very, very interesting. You know, what's also kind of coming up with this feeling of a test, so to speak, for you, we do have Saturn in Capricorn, which is in your opposite house. So that, I mean, it's your opposite sign, so that could be your opposite house if you're a Cancer rising. But whenever we have an opposite, a transit in our opposite sign like that, it can often come in the form of painful mirrors. And you are being tested in a very real way in partnership right now. And that could be for the next year or so, whenever Saturn moves out into Aquarius. But I'm getting the feeling that you're actually going to pass the test. It seems like whatever that means, however that manifests for you, I'm feeling like you're going to, I feel like you're going to make the right decision. You did have Justice in that pre-shuffle. I feel like a lot of you have good mental clarity about the situation, which honestly Cancers don't always. It takes time for you guys to get really clear on situations. Your emotions are very much like the moon, constantly shifting, and you now have this solar energy from the past. I feel like things are just very clear. You've felt the spectrum of your emotions that you've needed to feel, and now it's like, now this person is coming back, really? After all of this healing that I've done, after all I've gone through, they're now deciding to step up. And I think for a lot of you, it is going to be a test. You did get lamb as your animal for kind of the future influences, what is going to be playing out in the larger themes for you. And the lamb has to do with listening and communication. I'm almost feeling like this is saying that you need to be close with people who actually listen to you, who actually make you feel a part of their flock, not people who are going to shit on you and just show up in your life to raise havoc, or when it's convenient for them. It's your, I feel like you're getting much more discerning with the people that you are communicating with the people you are getting involved with, which is really, really good. I'm actually really, really happy to you. Again, this is actually another card of prophecy. And with the Hawk card, I do see that some of you may be having some sort of vision or some sort of intuition about the future. And that's very interesting. I have felt with this Mercury retrograde, as everything is kind of shutting down logistically, I've been saying that there is going to be this increase in the intuitive and psychic realms for a lot of people. There's going to be much more activity coming up. My dreams have already been way, way more vivid. I'm remembering the entire dream, which sometimes I usually only remember snippets. So it seems like there is a lot of energy, a lot of sight that is going to be coming. So that's really exciting. And you might also be getting messages too, because Lamb is about listening. So I'm very curious to hear what goes down for you in the month of March, what sort of intuitions you're having, what's becoming clearer. I'm really interested if this person is coming back. Who is this person? Definitely let me know in the comments down below. That is all the information I am getting for you, Cancer. I do hope this reading was helpful. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. I do also have an Instagram where I post general readings and pick a card spreads, so definitely check that out as well. And finally, I am offering personal readings for those of you who are interested in getting some more personal guidance. You can find that in the description down below as well, or on my profile. You can send me an email or find my website. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye, Cancer.